I thought it was a great fight. I loved it. I watched it live and my heart was racing. You know, it was so exciting. I scored it the same as the judges. I like to score a 10-8 round a little more often than the judges do. I think mixed martial arts and boxing are very different, and I think a 10-8 round can be scored quite easily in mixed martial arts. So for me, I scored the first round a 10-8 to McGregor. I just thought he was completely dominant. The low kicks looked great. You could definitely see the marking on Diaz's face at the end. Second round was a 10-9 to McGregor. I mean, he got 3 knockdowns early in the round, but then Diaz came back and finished very, very strongly, which for me balanced the round a little bit. McGregor still won because of the first 3 minutes, but the last 2 meant that it wasn't a 10-8 round for me. Third round, definitely a 10-8 to Nate Diaz. Almost finished the fight at the end of it. When the referee's standing next to you telling you to defend yourself, that for me is a 10-8 round. That's almost stopping the fight. And then the next 2 rounds were so close. Difficult to score them. I thought that probably Diaz took the 5th. I had McGregor taking the first, second, and the 4th. And I thought that Nate took the 3rd and the 5th. But very, very close fight. You know, I like Diaz's style. I like the way he pushes forward. He's aggressive, and I don't think it looks good when a fighter runs away. I don't think that looks good at all. You know, I also don't think it looks good having to get back up off the canvas. So, just, you know, Diaz being able to knock him off balance and to push him around and to look like he's controlling the fight with his attitude was it was a very strong statement for me. So it was a fantastic fight.
And do you agree with Joe Rogan that McGregor's running was a smart move?
No. I don't. That's what footwork's for. You know, that's what footwork's for. If you turn your back and run away, you're avoiding the fight. And if you're avoiding the fight, then you're not winning the fight. Now, for me, you can get away from an opponent. You can use good footwork. He didn't have to turn his back and run away. He could have used his footwork to escape that pressure, and he didn't. He chose to run away. And you have to see where his mind was at as well. If he's running away and then turning straight back, that's one thing. But he was running away and looking at the clock, which for me shows that Diaz is keeping that pressure on and effectively winning that fight. I did score it to McGregor, but that's because we have to score it per round.
Yeah.
But overall, it could have quite easily been a draw.
And how would you score it if you scored by your own rules?
I would probably score it a draw. I would score it a draw because I don't think Diaz did enough to take the decision, especially with the first 2 rounds for McGregor being strong. I mean, the knockdowns were big. You know, Conor was timing him very well with that overhand left. Knocked him down once in the first round and hurt him twice really badly as well. And then in the second round, he knocked him down 3 times. So that was a big statement for me. I mean, after those first 2 rounds, Diaz was really trying to get back into the fight. But yeah, the running away, I don't like to see that. I don't like to see it. Useful work.
And just quick last question: what would you like to see next for McGregor?
It depends whether he decides he can go down to 45 again. If he can make featherweight, which I don't think he can, I don't think it would be healthy for him. But if he decides that's what he wants to do, then he has to do that now. He has to go down and fight Aldo again. If he doesn't, then that belt needs to be vacated. He needs to allow that division to continue on and establish a champion. And then if at some point in the future he wants to go back down, then he can step back in. But he's so determined to be a 2-belt champion. And if he can get this next fight against Alvarez and win the belt straight away, then he'll have both belts, and then he can give away the featherweight title. But for me, I want to see him at lightweight. I think that's the right weight class for him. He has the right build for it. I think his body's too big now after going up to welterweight. I think he's allowed his body to grow into the weight too much. So I think certainly a top 5 opponent, if not the champion at lightweight, would be great.